Hey guys, Mika here. I'm always excited to have a ko'olau in my hands. It's just one of those great ukes that I love playing and I love talking about. And I really believe that whether you're an ukulele player or you're an ukulele collector, I think everyone should own a ko'olau one day, or one day sooner or later, in their ukulele playing or collecting journey slash career. Absolutely love ko'olau, so I'm really excited to go ahead and share this one with you. This is the deluxe model, and this is made by Mr. Noah Bonk, the mastermind behind the ko'olau ukuleles, along with Mr. Ryan, doing all of the finishes. Yeah, koalas are fantastic instruments, and this one, nonetheless, this is a deluxe model. There's pretty much four different types of models that you can get with koalau, and this is pretty much number three, right below the CS model or the Contemporary Series model. So you're gonna boast some of those more higher end perks that come with koalaus, like the shell rosette around the sound hole, binding on the front and back. We have ebony binding here, and then on the front and back, and then you have beautiful myrtle woods. With the deluxe model, you're gonna get upgraded woods, and yeah, beautiful. I didn't even know myrtle can have the sapwood in the middle. It's almost kind of like a blonde koa, but yeah, super nice. I love the curliness in it. I love the other streaks that you can see here on the instrument, and then just almost looks like sound waves on the like if you go on a sound program and you're like recording and it has those sound waves. It's kind of like what it looks like here on the side. Really beautiful, even on this side. And then we have the white purfling right here, or the wood and whitish kind of wood purfling here around the body of the instrument, and then even here on the sides of the instrument, and then no purfling here on the back. So beautiful instrument. I think of this as a musician's instrument because it's not blingy. There's nothing to distract you as a player, because as a player, we take into account that playability of the instrument is very important. So you wouldn't want anything super flashy or super distracting on the fretboard. Maybe you wouldn't want anything kind of distracting on the face of the instrument, letting the beauty of the instrument kind of speak for itself. Yeah. So on the top, forgot to mention that we have beautiful Sitka spruce here on the top, and depending on the angle of the lights you look in, there's actually like little spots all around. It's almost like bear claw with the curls, but it's just a regular Sitka top. But it's very interesting that when you look at it in the light, there's almost like these little spots, and like it's like kind of, it's really hard to explain, but like it's all over the place depending on the light that you're looking at. It's so cool. It's super sick. And then the grain, the quarter sawn on this is cut so beautifully, and this is such a beautiful piece of Sitka, beautifully book match. And then you even have some streaks in the spruce right here. You can see the two lines and then one right here, but such a clean cut of spruce, or Sitka spruce. I absolutely love it. Ebony bridge, fretboard, and then faceplate with the ko'olau in mother of pearl. That's how you know it's a ko'olau. It has the signature right there on the top. Then you have your fret markers here on 5, 7, 10, 12, even 15, as well as having the fret markers here on the side of the fretboard. And then we have your mahogany neck with the satin finish, super smooth, and then gold of the gold tool tuners. And to me, having gold on top of like ebony, can never go wrong with that combination. It has that real classy type of aesthetic look, very professional, classy look, that myself as a musician, I really love and appreciate. I love just that aesthetic look. But yeah, so this is pretty much just like, again, it's a musician's instrument. It's not too blingy, it's not too flashy, but it has everything that a musician, or for me as a musician, has the things that I would want to see in an instrument. But then when you get into the sound, koalaus is just one of the most balanced instruments out there. It does everything exceptionally well. I wouldn't say in my opinion, I wouldn't say it is like 100 out of 10 in any sector, but it literally can do everything you want it to do exceptionally well, which is why I love koalau. To me, it's like one of the most balanced instruments out there in the ukulele world. I just love it so much. So I get all of those crystal clear highs. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's just so clean. And then the sustain. Double tones. You're on the 15th fret. It's just so pristinely clean. And that also the Sitka spruce helps with that, because as a tonal with spruce, it really excels in accentuating those clear highs and that sustain, and having so much headroom for those sparkly highs to really shine through in the sound. It's just so clean. It retains a lot of that warmth, even though you're gonna have a Sitka spruce top. It has a lot of that warmth, that kind of mid-range warmth that I associate ukulele, like an ukulele sound with. And it has that, like when I play a C chord, this F chord, it still has that nice mid-range warmth sound to it. Especially you can hear it in the middle two strings. Super clean. And then it has enough of that meat on the bottom, especially with the low G. You can get really a lot of that pronounced low ends. So it's really, it has so much like underneath it. I always feel like when I strum like a C9 chord, it has so much body, and like it vibrates against my body. It just has so much of those. It just sounds so good. And super clean. Even up here on the 10th and 12th fret. Even with your strumming. So clean. So again, in my opinion, like this Koala is just, it does it all. It's so well. One of the most well-balanced ukuleles out there. It just feels like butter too, playing it. I'll say the setup is not super low as I would personally want it, but I think it's a good balance between, like, if you have the setup a little too low, you're gonna sacrifice some of that acoustic volume. It is easier to play, but then because the strings are closer to the frets, it's not gonna vibrate as much, and meaning like it's just gonna get softer overall. But then if the action's too high, you're gonna have a really big sound, and the ukulele is gonna jump out at you. So it's really good, but then you're gonna have to press harder on the instrument. For this, I think the setup is just right for anyone who wants to do either a lot of strumming or a lot of fingerstyle. I think it's set up to be kind of in that happy medium, being able to do both exceptionally well. For my personal taste, I would want it a little lower just so I can play it. So I'm just super picky and have girly hands. But then it would be more of like a fingerstyle picking ukulele, and if you start kind of strumming too hard, it might buzz. So this ukulele has a nice happy medium with how it's set up, or how high the strings are above the frets, and how hard you have to press, like for these bar chords. It still feels good. I just can't get over how clean these upper frets are. So I'll repeat my statement from earlier when we got started with this sound sample. I think everyone at one point in their ukulele journeys as a musician or as a collector should own or try to pick, at least play a koala, because it's an absolutely phenomenal instrument. So including this one. So here we go. Here's a little sound sample. Beautiful sound. So here is some strumming on this ukulele. Shake all that sound out.